Deysha Smith-Jenkins
Dilonna DJ Johnson
from the
Whitefish
Bay Dominican High School.
All right, girls, give us a little recap of your season last year. How did Dominican finish up?
We were 26-1. We had a very good season. We played some tough non-conference games. We were conference champs. Got through regionals, sectionals. Made it to state. Came up a little short. Lost to Kiwani Storm.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, so they beat us. Kudos to them. Tough team. They fought hard. We came up a little short. But we'll be back. So
we will be back.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Not specifically about that game, but let's talk specifically about the sectional final, the game that you won. Take us there a little bit, and the feelings that you had after winning that game.
After winning that game, we were pretty much like on top of the world because our girls team hadn't been that far in so long. Like at our school, it's all about the boys basketball team, and they get all the respect and all the love from everybody. And during the school year, last season, everyone was just pretty much like behind us, and everyone was there. Like our whole student section was at that game, and we just felt really loved, and that we wanted to win the game for all of them more so than for us, because they had been supporting us for so long and been so loving.
Well, and then the flip side of that, let's talk a little bit about, that very next week, you go from being on top of the world to losing that game to Kiwani. Talk a little bit about the emotions that you have at that point in time. I know it's not always fun to talk about, but talk a little bit about that.
It feels like someone literally stuck their hand in your chest and ripped your heart out. It was one of the worst feelings I've probably ever felt in my entire life. Like you said, you just have that feeling you're on top of the world, everything's great, and then it's almost surreal. It's like, wow, did that really just happen? I think I was in shock. For a couple hours after the game, I know when the buzzer sounded, we went back to the locker room, and I was just like, did we lose? Did we really just lose? So it was a feeling that I can't describe, but it hurt a lot. But it was a learning experience, a humbling experience at that.
Yeah, and I think we had gotten so used to not losing, we forgot what it felt like. So I guess that was good for us to feel again. But hopefully we won't have to feel it again next year.
Well, let's talk about, that feeling and what that does to prepare you for this coming year. And what are your guys' goals for this year, and how has that loss motivated you?
It has motivated us more so because we want to get back there. Everyone's expecting us to get back there. So we have a lot of pressure on us, but we can take it, and we know that we can get there if we work harder than we did last year.
Absolutely, and we're a faith-based school, so we always put our faith in God. So we used our loss as a learning experience, and we're just really hungry. We wish that we could play that game right now, but we know that we have to work to get back to that point.
Okay, talk a little bit, each of you, about circled games that you're looking forward to already for next year as you look forward to the season.
Pewaukee, February 14th at Pewaukee. Be there.
This girl. I would say Whitefish Bay High School, because there's two schools in Whitefish Bay, and that's Whitefish Bay High School.
We are the original Knights, just to let everyone know. The original.
And Dominican, and we don't get respected like they do, so we just need to let everybody know who the Knight is in Whitefish Bay.
All right. Can you guys each give me an idea of who is the toughest player you've competed against and why that person?
For me, the toughest player that I competed against was Jewel Lloyd, she verbally committed to Notre Dame. And, we're not the same position or anything, but playing against her was like playing against an actual college player. She has it all, and she was pretty good.
I would say Nicole Griffin, who plays for Oklahoma. She's 6'7", but I felt like she was like 10 feet tall. I was a freshman, I think, when I played against her, and she was a junior. And I just remember going up for a layup, just like, oh my gosh, and just her block, it was just like she put her hand up and it was gone. So she's tough mentally, physically, and she's going places, going very far. So
okay, taking it away from basketball a second, both of you not only have achieved on the athletic field, but also in the classroom as well. Talk a little bit about how it is maintaining your academics while also competing at such a high level on the basketball court. What are some things that you guys have to do to maintain both?
Well, I would say, our coach works in our building, and all the girls on our team are competitive academically. Like, if someone's doing bad, be like, come on, need help. We all know that there is no basketball without academics. At the next level, you're not going to be able to play if you don't have the grades. So we are just preparing for college and beyond.
And at Dominican, we only have one gym to practice in, so we have to share it with the JV boys, freshman boys, JV girls, and the varsity boys, and no one practices together. So it's pretty much after school, you get your homework done, you go home, or wherever you go, do your homework, and then when it's time for practice, then you go right to practice. So we all pretty much try to keep each other in check and make sure the other person has somewhere to go so they can do their homework and study or whatever they need to do.
Okay, a couple last questions. First, colleges. What are you guys? I know, Dilonna, I know you've made your decision. Can you talk a little bit about if you guys are going to play in college? If so, where? And just tell us where you're at in that process.
I'm going to Drizzy Drake in Des Moines, Iowa. I verbally committed last year, and I just felt that it was a good fit both academically and physically with basketball, because I want to major in business and they have a really good business school, and when I went there, I just knew that was the place for me. And my favorite color is blue, and they have a lot of blue stuff because those are their colors.
I am undecided. I'm being recruited for both basketball and track, Division I schools. So I'll make my decision when it feels right. But I'm excited. The process has been fun. So we'll see soon.
All right, and I need to see this handshake that gets you to your alter egos before games.
Okay, we have to get in character first.
So my NBA character is LeBron, because I'm strong, and this is Ray Allen because of her shooting ability. So juice me up, Ray.
Awesome. Thanks, girls, and good luck this season.
Thank you.